stupid dang phone just stops recording, hitting buttons 'cause I can't stop shaking. Makes it really fun to try to type on this little freaking phone when I can't stop shaking. I don't even know what we have a police department for anymore, really. Why? Why bother? It's a joke, it's a farce, and they come out to tell you, well, you gave them access, therefore it's your problem. You know what? Put on a fucking recording. Otherwise, I'm getting victim input statements for a guy molested me when I was 11 years old, but I can't get the cops to talk to me for my daughter and my son being raped. The fact that, as far as I know, there's no statute of limitations on murder, but Rob's disappearance is like, oh, well, what? Was he trash too? Was he just fucking white trash too? I didn't think so. I had a really nice freaking house. That kind of made me wonder because he had a daughter who was supposed to get the house, but turns out him and his wife were still married, so daughter didn't inherit all this shit she was supposed to, huh, baby? I don't know. I asked him once about the daughter. He fucking, I don't remember what he told me. Blew off. Fucking bullshit story that always comes out of his mouth. But this, I don't know how well you can even see this. I scanned the one page. Okay, black and white is what the court requires. But you're supposed to have 3 inches at the top of the first page. I suppose he had his cover sheet. 1-inch margins everywhere else. And then this, you get to these actual freaking printouts. There's no date. There's no reference as to what the significance of this printout is. The court is not supposed to interpret it for themselves, Eric. You're supposed to interpret it for them. So he just throws in these posts. That one that's not very good, although it kind of shows that. June 21st, page 30 of 42. Turn it over. Page 1 of 8. June 21st. No dates on any of the posts. Why did the courts even accept this? I don't even know how to respond to this because there's no dates. And I've had a Facebook account since 2009. The only way I figured I can is to take a look back at 2014 when my paranoid schizophrenia wasn't working for Eric and his lawyer. You know that my come and go paranoid schizophrenia. It comes and goes at his convenience. And he's trying to traumatize me as if that makes him eligible for custody of children. I think I put that in one of my responses. This man thinks that the torture that breaks me makes him a good candidate for fucking custody. And what are my kids supposed to believe? What are my kids supposed to believe? They know I'm a good woman. They know I haven't done any of this stuff, but they watch the cops and my own children, my own family turn their backs on me. What are my kids, my poor... What's Jessica supposed to think? She's stuck, right? Because everything they're doing, they would love to put me on medication. They would love to force me to go back to him. They don't know him because he talks a pretty game, because he's got some pretty words that spew out of his Gemini fucking toothpaste mouth. They're just like, oh, listen to his pretty words. Yeah, he won't leave you with cancer. He'll fuck your belly button while you cry, though. What a guy. Oh, fucking standing ovation. Who would ever want to leave that? Have to be crazy. Okay, June 24th, page 6 of 29. Hey, June 24th, but page 5 of 29. See, that does occasionally happen in these papers. Occasionally, you actually get the front and back follow each other. Now let's find one of these really wild. Oh, was that? No. It's not one. I actually had to sort through these last night, and I was just, what is this? What are these? And how did the court accept this? I believe on one of those, though, it's May on one side and June or July on the other. Either way, the world's most difficult puzzle is like front and back. I don't know how to do this front and back. So when I flip 3 of 7 over 4 of 7, 9 of 29. Let's see, yeah, 9 of 25, 9 of 29, printed June 24th. On the other side is page 2 of 7, printed July 1st. How do I match these up? Oh, is that a duplicate? And then there's a duplicate page. The next page is a duplicate. Oh, except this is page 2 of 7, July 1st. On the other side is page 1 of 7. Yeah, I'm sorry. If that guy was my lawyer, I would stop payment on the check. This is his evidence, submitted absolutely wrong. Wasn't served upon me. I was only served this crap just recently, even though it's been used against me in a court of law. And yeah, this is why I demanded to be served with it. Because I knew you could do 1,000 freaking printouts from my Facebook. I didn't know what he's printing. Conveniently, we got together in April of 1997. Apparently, our relationship started in June of 2015, when he moved out in April of 2014. In October of 2014, I told him I was going to pursue an exclusive relationship. I no longer wanted a multi-relationship, but I wanted to see my children. His prediction to Colton was that I would fall apart without him. No, I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart because he stole my children. And I can't even go. He won't even let. He's trying to prevent me from even going to their choirs, to their concerts. Why? I might meet a nice gentleman at one of those concerts who doesn't buy his bullshit of bipolar, who doesn't buy his bullshit, who thinks I'm freaking all of that in a bag of chips. And that's exactly what he's afraid of. That's why he's had Colton here imprisoning me. So I can't meet anybody else. That's why I said I'm not sure what goes on behind my back. I don't know what Colton tells him exactly. All I know is it's enough for them to treat me like a dog. When no, I'm a good girl. I always have been. And I don't know how to fight this monster. Especially when the people with badges and guns are too busy at that damn donut shop. Isn't that where all those cops got shut up for, the donut shop? Apparently they weren't busy too, worried about women and children. And I told my lawyer, I told her, I'm breaking. I can't handle any more trauma. I'm 41. As much as they like to treat me like a child, I'm 41 and I've been traumatized most of my life. The thought of my kids being traumatized is too much for me to take. And on top of that, Colton is one of my best friends. Me, Colton, like, Matt, we could tell each other anything. He used to say, Mom, when you get older, come live with me. I don't know what Eric's going to do, but you're going to come live with me. And I don't even want to lie. I don't know if I can stand looking at him anymore. I don't know if I can stand looking at him. And that's because of Eric. He's done everything he can to destroy my family, and he's done a pretty damn good job. All you gotta do is go to you people and say Jessica went and got the dropsies too. Nathan went and got the dropsies. Everybody turned into Nadine. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but why was Nadine crazy? I kind of missed that. Was Nadine a bitch or was Nadine crazy? Was Nadine raped at 4 years old because her parents left her in a car while they went to the bar? Was Nadine have her daughter try to jack off her husband while he's drunk? Did Nadine have that same husband show up at their wedding drunk? You know, we did not give my mother credit for the crap she put up with prior to our birth at all. And I see a lot of similarities, there, in that it was over. Mom was over, and Dad would not let go. And so she kept getting meaner and meaner, and Dad just kept letting her do it until she finally threw his freaking mattress and alarm clock on the front yard. She was done. She was done, and Dad refused to accept it. And you can't blame her, because how do you ever get over it? You don't. Me and Debbie got to be little angels for the rest of our freaking lives because of her. Mom was determined to sleep with every one of our boyfriends because Angel couldn't keep her damn hands to herself even at 12 years old. I don't know what to do anymore, people. All I know is I will not allow my children to continue to be brutally raped by this man. You realize that narcissist, he believes he has every right. And the fact that nothing is being done and is not even questioned means that you agree. And I don't really give a shit if you do. If you think daddy should be able to fuck their kids, you think that prevents arson at 2 years old, you go ahead with that belief. I choose to protect my children. And I am horrified that I have to do that on my own, that I have 2 adult sons, that I have a huge freaking family, that there's a police department. How many goddamn law enforcement agencies are in this country now? How many law enforcement agencies are in this country now? And I am, as a survivor, forced to protect my children. Because no matter how many signs they exhibit, how many truths I show them, I'm always dismissed because I have a vagina. And I fucking had it. I'm so fucking tired. They wonder why people, we just don't understand why people end up militant. But we don't understand. Maybe this is why. Because they go to counseling and they're